Welcome dear students in the 8th standard maths. In the previous video we have completed practice set 3.2. Now today we will start the next topic. Let's recall. See, 4 multiplied by 4 is equal to 16. Yes, it implies that 4 square is equal to 16. Correct? Also, negative 4 square is equal to 16 means negative 4 multiplied by negative 4 is equal to 16. We know that the multiplication of two negative number is always positive, means every positive number has the two roots. One is positive and another is negative. And how to show that? If the positive number has the positive root, then it's shown as the root 16. This is the radical sign, positive 16, and negative root shown by the negative sign and radical 16. If the number is 16, then negative root of 16. Understood? Hence, root of positive 16 is positive 4 and root of negative 16 is negative 4. Means every positive number has a two square roots. And next point is important again. Square root of 0 is a 0. Means see, square root of 0 is equal to 0. Understood, students? Next is cube and cube root. What is the definition of cube? If a number is written 3 times and multiplied, then the product is called the cube of the number. Means 3 times multiplication of the same number is called the cube of that number. Very simple. For example, 6 multiplied by 6 multiplied by 6. 3 times multiplication of 6. How to written in the form of indices? 6 raised to 3 means 6 cube is equal to 216. So 216 is the cube of 6. Hence 216 is the cube of 6. Okay, so to find the cube of rational number, same process here. Find the cube of 17. 3 times multiplication of 17. So it is 4913. Next example, find the cube of negative 6. See here. Negative 6 multiplied by negative 6 multiplied by negative 6. It is a negative 216. Please all the students, square of negative number is positive, but cube of negative number is always a negative. Now next example. Find the cube of negative 2 upon 5. So 3 times multiplication of negative 2 upon 5. So 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 is 8. 5 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5 is 125. So negative 2 upon 5 cube is negative 8 upon 125. Very simple. Now find the cube of now decimal numbers 1.2. So calculate the cube of 12 and give the decimal point after 3 numbers 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3 and give the decimal point. So it is a 1.728. Next example, find the cube of 0.02. We know that the cube of 2 is 8. 2 2s are 4 2s are 8. And now count the decimal numbers here, decimal digits here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and give the decimal point. This is nothing but the cube of 0.02. And how to read that? 0.000008. 5 times 0, 8. Understood? Now, means the cube of positive number is always positive and cube of negative number is negative. Now, how to find out the cube root of a number? See here. Suppose we have to find out the cube root of 216. So, find out the prime factors. All of you know that. How to find out the prime factors? See here. These are the prime factors of 216. So, make the pairs of 3 same numbers. Make the pairs of 3 same numbers and take the 1 number, 1 digit from each group. And take the multiplication. So, 2 take from here and 3 take from this group. So, 3 2s are 6. So, this is the cube of 6. Therefore, cube root of 216 is equal to 6. How to write this? If we write in the indices form, then 216 raised to 1 upon 3 is equal to 6. Okay, we know that the cube of negative number is negative. Similarly, cube root of negative number is negative. Now, third example, find the cube root of 1728. So, find out the factors. Here we got the two groups. Take the 2 from first group and take the 6 from another group. Now, take the multiplication. 2 multiplied by 6, it is a 12. So, cube root of 1728 is equal to 12. Now, see the fourth example. Find the cube root of 0.125. So, firstly, this decimal fraction is convert it into the rational number. So, how to convert this? 125 upon 1000, because after decimal point, how many digits? 1, 2, 3. So, add 3 zeros at the denominator. So, 125 upon 1000. So, now find out the factors. So, separate the cube root here. Which rule apply here? A upon B raised to m is equal to A raised to m upon B raised to m. So, we know that 125 is the cube of 5 and 1000 is the cube of 10. So, write down 5 upon 10 means 0.5. So, therefore, cube root of 0.125 is equal to 0.5. Understood? And which rule apply here? A raised to m raised to 1 upon m is equal to A. Because m cancel here, A raised to 1 is equal to A. Very simple. Now start the practice set 3.3. Practice set 3.3. Find the cube roots of the following numbers. Now you clear that again. How to find out the cube roots? Answer. There are two methods to find out the factors of any number. One is horizontal and another is a vertical. So here I am using the vertical method, that is easy. So 8000. $8,000 is a even number, so divided by 2. 2 4s are 8, 0 as it is. Again it is divisible by 2. 2 2s are 4. Again it is divisible by 2. So 2 ones are 2, 0 as it is. Now 1000 is divisible by 10. So 10 ones are 10, 10 ones are 10 and remaining 2 zeros as it is. Again it is divisible by 10. So 10 tens are 100. 10 is divisible by 10. Yes, 10 ones are 10. So write down all the factors. Therefore 8000 is equal to 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 10. These 10 is not a prime factor, but to reduce the process of calculating, I am written here directly 10 because 1000 is very easy number. So we know that 1000 is a cube of 10. Okay, now make the group of 3 digits, same digit. So take the 1 from this group, 2 cube multiply by, take the 1 digit from this group, 10 cube. Okay, so we know that a raised to m multiply by b raised to m is equal to a multiply by b raised to m. Correct? So 10 2s are 20. This is the 20 cube. Therefore cube root of 8000 is equal to 20. Very simple. Next is 729. So write down 729 and calculate the factors. So 729 is not a even number. Now check whether it is divisible by 3. Yes, because 7 plus 2 is 9 plus 9 is 18 and 18 is divisible by 3. Therefore 729 is divisible by 3. So starts from the 3. Otherwise you can start from the 9 also because it is divisible by 9. So 3 2s are 6. Remainder is 1. 3 4s are 12. Now last digit is 9. 3 3s are 9. Again it is divisible by 3. So 3 8s are 24. Correct? And 3 1s are 3. Again it is divisible by 3. 3 2s are 6 and 3 7s are 21. Again it is divisible by 3. 3 9s are 27. 3 3s are 9 and last is 3 1s are 3. So write down the factors. These are the prime factors now. So therefore 729 is equal to 6 times multiplication of 3. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So make the group of 3 numbers. So 3 square multiply by 3 square. Combine this. 3 multiply by 3. 3 cube, not a square. 3 multiply by 3 cube. So 3 3s are 9 cube. So therefore cube root of 729 is equal to 9. Understood? Very simple. Next is 343. So it is not a even number, therefore it is not divisible by any even number. For example 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, etc. So starts from the 3. Check whether it is divisible by 3 or not. 4 plus 3 is 7 plus 3 is 10. So it is not divisible by 3. So 5, again it is not divisible by 5 because last digit is not 0 or 5. So now check whether it is divisible by 7 or not. 7 4s are 28, and 34 minus 28 is a 6, and 7 9s are 63. So it is divisible by 7. And 49 again divisible by 7. Yes, 7 7s are 49, and 7 1s are 7. So write down the factors. 343 is equal to 7 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 7. Therefore 7 cube. Therefore cube root of 343 is equal to 7. Understood? Now next is negative 512. So write down the answer. Factorize the 512. While the calculating the factors, remove the negative sign. 512, it is even number, so it is divisible by 2. So 2 2s are 4, 2 5s are 10, 2 6s are 12. Again it is divisible by 2. 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, so remainder is 16, 2 8s are 16. Again it is divisible by 2. So 2 6s are 12, 2 4s are 8. Now we know that 64 is the cube of 8. So we directly write here, 64 is the cube of 4. So we can write here directly 4. 4 16s are 64. And next is 4 4s are 16, 4 1s are 4. Correct? So write down the factors. Therefore 512 is equal to 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 4. Now take the group of 3 numbers. Therefore 512 is equal to 2 cube multiplied by 4 cube. Now combine this. 2 multiplied by 4 cube. So therefore 512 is equal to 8 cube. So therefore cube root of 512 is equal to 8. And now see the question, it is negative, so write down therefore cube root of negative 512 is equal to negative 8. Understood? Next question is negative 2744. So write down answer. 2744 is the even number, so it is divisible by 4, means it must be divisible by 8. So we directly divide by 8. So 8 3s are 24. Remainder is 3. So remaining number becomes 34. 8 4s are 32. Remainder is 2. So remaining number becomes 24. 8 3s are 24. And we know that 343 is the cube of 7 because we already solved in third question. So 7 49s are 343. So 7 7s are 49. 7 1s are 7. So write down the factors. Therefore 2744 is equal to 8 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 7. So write down the factors of 8 because 8 is a cube of 2. So 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 7. So now make the group of 3 same numbers. So 2 take from this 2 cube multiply by 7 take from this 7 cube. So merge both of them in the single bracket. 2 multiply by 7 cubes. So it is a 14 cube. So 2744 is equal to 14 cube. But you see the question, it is negative. So therefore negative 2744 is equal to cube of negative 14. So write down cube root of negative 2744 is equal to negative 14. Understood? Very simple. And the last number is 32,768. So factorize this. It is a very large number. So the process of calculating the factors, it is very lengthy. So to reduce this, how to reduce this process here? It is a even number, so it is divide by 2, correct? So it must be divisible by 8 because 8 is the cube of 2. So directly divisible by 8. So 8 4s are 32, 8 zeros are 0 because 7 is there. Now it becomes 76. 8 and 9s are 72. So remainder is 4. So remaining number becomes 48. So 8 6 are 48. Now again it is even number. So it is divisible by 2. Means it must be divisible by 8. So directly divide by 8. Please all the students, how to reduce the lengthy process? Again 8 5s are 40. Correct? So next number is 9. 8 1s are 8. So remainder is 1. So remaining number becomes 16. 8 2s are 16. Again it is even number. So it is divisible by 2 means it must be divisible by 8. Correct? So 8 5s are 40. 8 6s are 48. Remainder is 3. So remaining number becomes 32. 8 4s are 32. So it is divisible by 2 again. It must be divisible by 8. So 8 8s are 64. 8 1s are 8. So write down the factors. Therefore 32,768 is equal to 8 multiplied by 8 multiplied by 8 multiplied by 8 multiplied by 8. Now we need the groups of 3 same digit. So here we got the digit of 8 here, but remaining digits remaining numbers are only 2. So we write it in the prime factors. So 8 multiplied by 8 multiplied by 8 is as it is. Now this 8 write down in the form of prime factors. So 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. Correct? Now this 8 is written again in the form of prime factors, means 3 times multiplication of 2. Now we got the groups of 3 same numbers. Correct? So take the 1 from this. 8 cube multiply by 2 cube multiply by 2 cube. Correct? So merge this. 8 multiply by 2 multiply by 2 bracket cube. So 8 2s are 16, 2s are 32 cube. Write down 32,768 is equal to 32 cube. Therefore cube root of 32,768 is equal to 32 Very simple. So please, all the students, please watch it carefully and how to solve this and try yourself. Now see, the next is a simplify. In that, the first question is cube root of 27 upon 125 means find out the cube root of this. Okay, so write down answer, cube root of sign as it is. Now find out the factors of 27. These are, we know that 27 is a cube of 3. So 3 multiply by 3 multiply by 3 upon 125 is the cube of 5. Correct? So write down it in the form of indices. So 3 cube upon 5 cube. So therefore cube root of, merge this, 3 upon 5 raised to cube. We know that. Which rule use here? A raised to m upon b raised to m is equal to a upon b raised to m. Understood? So therefore, for the better understanding, write down this cube root in the form of indices. So 3 upon 5 cube raised to 1 upon 3. Correct? So 3 upon 5 raised to 3 multiply by 1 upon 3, because a raised to m raised to n is equal to a raised to mn. Multiply the indices. So 3 multiply by 1 upon 3 means this 3 cancel, means 3 upon 5 raised to 1. So no need to write down this one. So it is 3 upon 5. Understood? So therefore cube root of 27 upon 125 is equal to 3 upon 5. Now the next second question is cube root of 16 upon 54. So write down the answer. See here, 16 and 54 both are not a perfect cube. So firstly reduce them, because 16 and 54 both are divisible by 2. So the reduced form of this is 8 upon 27. Now we know that 8 and 27 are the perfect cubes. So write down cube root of 8 is a perfect cube of 2 and 27 is the perfect cube of 3. So again we reduce this sign, radical sign, and write down it in the indices form. Before that we write down the one step, merge this, 2 upon 3 raised to cube. Correct? So now reduce this radical sign here. So 2 upon 3 cube raised to 1 upon 3. Again this sign means these are the multiply to each other. So 2 upon 3 raised to 3 multiply by 1 upon 3. 3 cancel. So it is a 2 upon 3. So therefore write down the answer line. Cube root of 16 upon 54 is equal to 2 upon 3. Very simple. Now see the last question. If the cube root of 729 is equal to 9, then cube root of 0.000729 is equal to question mark. So very simple question. Firstly write down this in the rational form or numerator denominator form. So therefore cube root of 0.000 729 is equal to cube root of 729 upon how many digit after decimal point? 1 2 3 4 5 6. So write down 6 zeros at the denominator after 1. Okay, write down the cube root sign. Now solve this. So now we know that 729 is the cube of 9. It is given. So 9 cube upon, see here, how many zeros are here? 1 2 3 4 5 6, means 100 raised to cube. This is the cube of 100. How it is? Because make the pairs of 2 zeros. So how many pairs are there? 3, means it is the cube of 100. Understood? So remove the cube root sign. Firstly we merge this rational number 9 upon 100 raised to cube. So we know that cube root of perfect cube means we remove the cube root sign, correct? So 9 upon 100 cube raised to 1 upon 3. So 9 upon 100 raised to 3 multiplied by 1 upon 3. 3 cancel, it is 9 upon 100. And write down it in a decimal form. So how many zeros are here? 2. So after decimal point, how many digits? 2. 0.09. So therefore cube root of 0.0000729 is equal to 0.09. This is the final answer. So now in this way the practice set 3.3 is completed. Thank you.